Anna, this look, what everybody's wearing right now, Anna, it just isn't, just not done. Wearing fanatic, wearing sore loser, the Colon de sour grapes. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Look at this. An art. Let's see. Hey, never responded to the AI, but hey, I saw the whole thing. Humans start responding to the AI, they all start thinking they're human. Interesting. It's framed and everything. I'll leave it for some. I don't even put the stuff I need to put up on my wall up. I was just thinking about that. Anyway. Well, Anna Kasperi, everybody is wearing loser. They're putting on their baby pants and their bibs, and they're crying. They're crying like little children all over the place. Anna, you're the only one who is not crying. You're not happy, but you're the only one handling it like a fucking grown-up. I keep wondering if you're preggers. I know I'm pretty sure you're not. There should be other signs happening. So you just are finally understanding like what it's like to be in like a stable, good relationship and having a future and realizing like, holy shit, like this movement that I'm a part of, a lot of these people are fucking wackos. A lot of these people are fucking wackos. And but you don't say it, don't, but a lot of them are wackety doodah. The people who, see, on the right you have eccentric people. He always shows up in an American flag cowboy hat and some other outlandish stuff, and he's playing a guitar, singing Bible songs or something. Oh, it's old Uncle Cowboy Hat. It's that eccentric. At one time, the left had good-hearted, eccentric, kind of old hippies. And they'd be goofy, and they would shuffle around, and they would do a little goofy hippie dance and stuff. And but they were good-hearted, and they just eccentric. But now the eccentric people have become wackos. And now you gotta get away from them because they're making you look bad. Your team is wearing Whacko this season, and you don't look good in it. That's why you're not wearing it. And they're going to notice. They're going to be like, why don't you, get, a Whacko parka? Why don't you get, Whacko pants? Why don't you need some Whackos, some dope-ass Whacko kicks, how will people know that you're a wacko if you don't wear Whackos? Like an Adidas, see, somebody, the right wing has the person who would go out of their way, because they're an Italian American, on Columbus Day, to wear an Adidas warm-up with matching Sambas that had the colors of Italy. His grandpa came from Italy, in the 30s or something, I know it would be great grandpa actually, probably if he was a relatively young person, and he's that's eccentric, he even has a shirt, that, from Florence or something, or, something like that, or a football team's, the soccer team's, jersey on or something. That would be eccentric. That's us. You see, that it was you guys. That was at one time, like, somebody like that could have been one of your voters. But now you guys pushed that dude away because you hate that he does that on Columbus Day. He can't be Italian and proud. You guys pushed him away. We're like, that's a dope Italy warm-up. You know, that's fly, you know. We player appreciate, as Christopher Walken once said. Don't player hate, player appreciate. I gotta find that skit on YouTube. Goddamn, that was brilliant. It's just funny like that. It's gonna take a while till people can nail that vocal funny, that way he does it. Anyway, so you can't get that guy back. He can't trust that suddenly you're going to be okay with him celebrating Columbus Day because he's an Italian American. He can never trust you again. You've made it clear to him. No, your time is done. Your kind aren't welcome. You've made it clear. So now he's one of our team. And you can't get that back. You can't undo that. You've done this to the Irish. And now everybody's starting to get, and in Ireland and in Italy, these people are, the Irish themselves and the Italians themselves are being demonized because they want some semblance of order in their own countries. And again, it turns out, it turns out Democrats, you were helping USAID fund all of these insane racial wacky hate the whiteys stuff. And so there's so many layers of, wow, you can't undo that. So nobody, there is, so one of the things I'm thinking about too is, remember, underreporting Muslim rape in most of Europe, that's a USAID thing. That's a fundamentally USAID. That's what's going to come out of this. That if they weren't funding this, that the counter narrative against the what's the factual truth about that segment of crime, then people would have long since been like, oh, we got to do something about this epidemic of this segment of crime that's particularly reprehensible in Western Europe and Britain. But no, you have totally undone yourselves. You have shown people you will systematically go out of your way to make sure money is taken and in a secretive manner so as to distort the reporting of crime against the most vulnerable, and you pick and choose who you simply don't think is worthy of the dignity of justice. That's all you guys now. That's not the right wing. To assemble such a gigantic effort to misinform people, such a gigantic effort to overthrow other states secretively, using secretive methods. What the fuck? How'd they do that? Oh, karma. Whoa. Wow. Wowie zowie. Holy shit. Well. Dang, that's some fucked up shit right there. Taryn Marine. Like, whoa, those people are pretty fucking lucky. So. That's all you guys. I'm amazed now, really, like, the claims about some kind of fascism or something. Like, it's done. You guys organize the state against your political opponents, and not just your political opponents, anybody on the planet who you just didn't like them. That's the thing that really, I mean, like, the best part is just undisguised. You just didn't like people, so you organized millions to billions of dollars to just fuck with them. You know, just mess with their society. This is incredible. And the things we're going to be finding out about this, like, oh yeah, you remember this government that got overthrown? Well, here's all the many NGOs that were running around and doing stuff. And so now you got all these people, they're so mad, and it's because it's like now you're starting to get, oh, that's what that liberal pundit's wife does. Oh, that's how they get their fucking money. Oh, that's what all their friends and family do for jobs. You see, when you are in the party, you can work in the Department of Aid. And the Department of Aid is very important to not only the party, but very important to the continuance of governance. Jawohl. You know, and you even now, you're all trying to get people upset. That's the best part too, is this idea of now you're trying to get people upset that your college-educated class in this special party organization is like, oh, we've lost our sweet jobs that you were paying for. You should be really upset about that. That's rich. That's rich. And also, this is a theory I have. I have a theory. I'm thinking what this reason why this is going to sting so bad, it's going to hit the universities. I'm thinking that a lot of USAID, there's a whole section of it that actually ties with the Department of Education, because you get students going overseas so much for all these various programs and Various efforts and things, the understanding at the intersection of culture and something, you can just add something on there. And so international dialogue for culture and working class ethics, in a new age of AI. There we go. Boom. Give me $2 million. I'll take a vacation in France. No, in Greece. I should understand the ancient ways of the Greeks in relationship to AI. So, because the antiquity of Greece compared to the novelty of AI, you just gotta think enough, gin up some bullshit, ask for a lot of money. Apparently that's the key. You gotta ask for a lot of money or they don't believe it's important. It's gotta be important for the pursuit of knowledge. So these fuckers, this is why they thought they were the science. They were totally wrong about COVID. So Young Turks now, there's nothing to your movement. There's nothing to your movement. Right now, in fact, you all should be really thinking hard about the organizations that sort of created the Blue State Radio, Majority Report, all that, all of you got started from these various people working in the background. And you should kind of understand that a lot of us for a long time thought you all were just glow jobs. But see, Cenk thought he was laughing at this. This is preposterous that the CIA, the Pentagon, is on the side of the left. I kept saying that I found a website where a guy broke down the whole idea of the CIA of the left. And then it was one of these things where I'm like, yeah, well, what about the drug dealers? A lot of these hippie drug dealer guys, and then it's like, wait, none of you have ever met a guy who had to go to Vietnam because he was like caught with a bunch of something he wasn't supposed to. Like, do you think that guy ever really got let go in a way? Do you think the lifestyle didn't kind of follow him? Sometimes maybe not even exactly by chance, just people showing up who seem to understand, like, hey, didn't you know blah, blah, blah before you went over to Vietnam? Dude, yeah, he died, bro. Yeah, he was a cool dude, bro. Hey, you interested in... I got a zip for this much, bro. Got lids, zip. Got a whole sheet, Jimi Hendrix, bro. So anyway, it's a lot of people, because you never dealt with enough crime, never were around that. Like, you don't get this thing of now and then, even the old hippies talking about how, the CIA, totally, the hippies, the CIA, like, wouldn't have happened without the CIA making the drugs just show up. Obviously the authorities were looking the other way or making it happen. That's why you end up with these guys who kind of dropped out of the drug end of the hippie thing. Because after a while, they're like, this is so clearly just people just getting doped out. That's all it became. It's no longer ideas, no longer revolution, man. But I think a lot of them really were like, fuck, something's going on here. We're all still getting played, brother. But they couldn't, you see, because they have to believe somebody like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has to be the bad guy. He's got money. He's got good looks. He's got hot women. He's successful. What dude he looks like. Looks like his middle name is CIA. And because they didn't understand that, things change. It's weird how things change. But key to it was there was a lot of information that I just stumbled on. And at one point, I wanted to battle the libertarians point by point. And when I realized I didn't know what the terms they were using were, so I had to know what terms they were using, that's when all of a sudden I realized you have been told a lot of stuff that's not like the real deal when it comes to knowledge of politics, world history, economics, things like that. So now I'm like a lot of people, slowly but surely, after admitting I was wrong, I not just changed. Oh no, I didn't just join the club. Now I'm one of the officers. I run a lodge. I'm a grand master of a lodge. But the thing that is going to be tough is that at some point, what's going to hit you is, wait a second, some disclosure will come out about USAID, one of the many. Say like Syria. Our involvement in making Syria collapse. Well, at some point, you're going to be sitting there thinking through the events, and you'll even have the internet to look back, and you'll be like, so what was I doing when that happened? And you'll realize the source you were getting your information from was one of these glow jobs. That this was a CIA frontman or woman or operation. And you'll just be sitting there like, who what? Like, and it'll just start unraveling. A lot of information in your mind will start unraveling because you won't really be able to confirm, did that happen the way I thought it did? I wasn't there. I require these people to tell me about it. And the perspective of people I don't agree with typically is different than what my source says. And that's going to keep happening and keep happening and keep happening to you. And it's going to get uncomfortable at some point. And you'll get mad. You will be angered that you were quite clearly betrayed. That there's no way around it. You were betrayed. There's lots of people who their whole idea is that there's credibility. They're journalists, and so they have their key skill, credibility. Or their key character trait, credibility. And so you now have this issue of you're facing like, oh no. All these sources I trusted for so long that I based the world, like when I think outside of my immediate 100 feet, these are the people I was counting on to tell me about it. And holy shit, the motherfuckers were lying like a motherfucker to me. And they knew it. And they knew that they were trying to actually fool me and propagandize me. And that's going to be hard to deal with, because at some point it's you'll have there's a dark part of the red pill. This is what does it, and so now everybody's red pilled. Everybody's and either they're going to take it or not. And after what Doge goes through in the government disclosures just now, after these are done with, you're going to see a very interesting thing happen of the people who you guys lied to me. You deceived me. Can never trust you again. And then there's going to be the people who, they'll take the blue pill. And they're going to be weirder and weirder and weirder as time goes on. 2-bedroom, half bath, private patio, free parking, $1,300 a month, building deposit, $1,300, so that'd be $650 between two people. No, that's not terrible, but it's also one of these things of like, yeah, it's this, we'll see how things go. They're already raising my rent, so I'm getting ready for it. But, yeah, and we'll see how this goes. Later.